We have our toy line coming in, so we'll see what this little box is. It's a vintage toy line. And I told you I'm going to be getting away from media more and more, less and less media. Either you're going to be after new movies or you're going to be after new formats. And for me, it's about DVD and Blockbuster, and I pretty much have all the ones I want. So I decided I want to start a toy line this year. I started on games on the Super Nintendo, so I might come back into that, but in the summer I'm going to be a little bit more on toys, and winter I might come into games a little bit, music, and then next year to hit the toys a little bit more. So summer we'll get a few toys. First they come all this kind of packing. So these are the toys I normally don't find in my area. So we have, give you a first look at him. Hasbro. See how he looks like. Good shape. Hasbro. I like Hasbro. I might stay with Hasbro. Got a nice feeling when I look at him. So I was gonna go into L&J a little bit with wrestling as well. But we'll see if I will do more Hasbro or stay with L&J. Hasbro has more of the better figures I want. L&J, we got some. So I want to have at least some from each toy line. And then we might do some of the new one, the E-Light, to get the Diva. But I don't think Hasbro has very many Divas, so we might have to do some E-Light for wrestling. I want to have a little bit from each toy line. I'm not going to have like a whole line. But because these are vintage, more expensive, and shipping, they're about 30 to 40 bucks per toy, plus the shipping. The arms are stiff. I thought the arms would move. Some of them, the arms pieces move. This one is a little bit more stiff. I thought the arms would kind of go up and down or something. Some of them, these have springs in them. This one's just like a toy line. So, besides, I don't know how you could smash them together. You could with those rubber figures. But we have Hogan. I had some of wrestling when I was younger. Wish I kept them. They were with the old house. And I had like a box of wrestling figures, and I know they must have been the rubber figures. We had one little mall here when I was in high school that had figures. So I must have been buying those rubber figures. That's the ones I remember. Yeah, you can open them. You can open them up a little bit. Very hard. Yeah. There's a spring. This one goes like that. That's good. These have a little bit of function. Each one is a little bit different. There's another Hogan variant. They're hands out. This one was slightly more, around $40. I think he gave me a couple dollars discount, so we've been about $60 to $70. He gave me a couple dollars discount, so I got him about 60 bucks or so. That's how these ones will cost, because they're the head move. Okay, the body does move slightly. So these ones all have some kind of different functions, so that's why I kind of like these. And later on, maybe next year, I'll come back into L&J, or I might, depending on shipping, how expensive these toys get, I'll go back and forth between Hasbro and L&J. So I am eyeing the Undertaker, I am eyeing a couple Yokozuna, but depending how expensive these figures get, because L&J doesn't have some of the more modern wrestling figures, which I want to try to pick up. So I did mention in my memo that I'll be getting more into toys. So this one just opens up like that. It's either a bear hug or it's some kind of... I think it's a bear hug, although I don't remember Hogan doing a bear hug. He did this thing, proposing, but I don't remember, and he did this thing. I might hunt down an autograph from him as well, but it's going to be a reprint autograph. I'm not going to be after original autographs because they're not worth it unless you're a reseller. Then you can resell them for profit. But I'm just a collector. So this is the first toy. First one came in was Wonder Woman from the flea market. I'm going to see if he has wrestling figures. If not, then I'm going to hunt these down and pay just a fair bit more on shipping. So this one does spin on the torso slightly. So I like the poses. Nice feeling to have some toys coming in. So if you missed my memo, I told you I'm going to be stopping media. The only thing that kept media going for a while was horror movies. And local area, it's very hard to find them now. So you're going to be mostly stuck now with a Blu-ray in my area, or Disney movies. And once in a while I do want to go tripping just to see if they have anything there for VHS, but it's mostly Disney stuff now, so it's a good chance for me to start on my toy line collecting. So give you a look how he looks standing. So I'll take some pictures of him and post them on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. X now, but I still call it Twitter. And these are vintage shorelines, so you gotta remember the condition of them aren't gonna be in good shape. So you gotta look for ones that are good shape, and the ones that are in better condition will cost more money. And that's how I know with L&J, there's a lot of bad conditioning out there that I've been going through, but Hasbro's the first one to come in, and it's Hulk Hogan. And Hogan's got a couple different variants. One's got with his hands open. I might grab that one at some point as well. Display those. So we are getting into toys a little bit.